Great. Hello, hello. Let me do everything first, and then like the start of every string. There you go. Hello, how's everybody doing? I hope we're doing okay. Today we have a big task ahead of us. I'm gonna finish the packaging. Doesn't matter how long it's going to take. I'm gonna finish it. I might need to stop talking to you all for the sake of finishing it, but I'm gonna finish it, goddammit. I'm gonna finish it because it needs to be finished. Looks great already. Thank you. But yeah, this needs to be done. Hmm. Any thoughts on AR art? No, I don't care. I don't care enough about it. Just doing what I'm doing anyway, so. But yeah, Fiducian. Looks fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let me. What's the cube? It is packaging for the dwarf. Let me pull the chat up on my phone, and then we can get right to it. Oh, it'd be good to put this guy on screen, I guess, so you know the context of what we're making the packaging for. Where we'll be able to purchase one. Hopefully on the Merchcraft website. When it actually becomes available, I will be sure to tell everybody that it is available. So don't worry, you're not gonna miss it. Yeah, but here you go. It's well, you can see it. Hold on. I forgot to put on the there you go. There you go. Okay. Oh shit. Bonky McNoggins, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I shall lurk for this occasion. I am preoccupied with an urgent task. Well, I hope good luck on said urgent task. But yeah, today we are finishing this. We are finishing it. So, yeah. Let's just get right to it. Thank you for the $10, Bonky. Now here's an issue. It's the gold is a flat surface, and it's hard to make shiny metals look nice when they're flat because there's no like curves to bounce stuff off of. So I'm gonna have to be a little creative maybe. Okay, can I add shading to it like this? Maybe. Let me do soft shading everywhere first, and then we can see if we can pull off the darker shading. It's about time you got this done. True, true. Are we still good for the two forced? Excuse me. Um, I'll have to think about maybe. I'm having trouble. Well, obviously I'm not home, and the dwarf did not ship in time for me to get it when I was home, so it'll have to wait, sadly, till I get home. So we'll have to see what I can do with that. There you go, and then I'll. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but it might help it look like metal. Might. Okay. Do you like Mewtwo? Um, like the design of the Pokemon? I don't remember how it looks that well. I mean, I guess. Hello, Simon. Are you going to show the Lego dwarf this stream? I would love to make another creation for your world. It would be. Oh shit! Right. Yeah. Uh, everybody. Insanity. The person in stream has been working on a Lego dwarf for like quite a while. Giving updates on progress of the dwarf, and they have officially finished it. And I need to show you this on stream because it's fucking awesome, man. Uh, I think he did a great job. So let me pull up some images of this thing. Because we have why is the Discord icon not going down? I can't scroll up because what the fuck is yeah. Hold on. Um, what was I gonna say? Right, we need to name the thing. So we got to give a name to the Lego dwarf. Let me pull up the images. Give me a second. Don't start naming them yet, by the way, because obviously you don't see them yet. So here you go. There's the money shot, and this one. Okay, perfect. So now let me. How do I do this? On here, and then I just share my whole screen. Um, where the Display capture. There it is. Okay. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this beautiful thing. It's fucking amazing. He the inspiration is from the dwarf model that Cameron Bai did. Obviously, the first dwarf model with the forge, and it came out beautifully. Um, you can see one of the legs is a prosthetic. It's not the same as the other one, but let's get some different angles of this baby here. Look at that. I think that is a wonderful depiction of the dwarf at that scale. It's very impressive. It is very awesome. Yeah, look at that. Got a prosthetic leg and he's forging away. And also he got the smoking the bong. He got the smoking pipe as well. Now, thing is, we need to name this. Can the Lego dwarfs do backflips? But yeah, we gotta name him. We can't just leave him like this. He's nameless. So what should Lego dwarf's name be? Fernando. It looks so good. Am I? Yeah, it fucking does. Like the base as well and shit. It's awesome. It's really good. Oleg, Marvin, Carlos, John, Gargdorf, Bongton, Chimner, Lorf, Derek, Snog, Bongington, Folge, Greg, Oleg, Lego. Damn, that's good. Oh yeah, Oleg is good actually. Oleg is really good. Jumpfo, Colonel, Derek, Brick. Thank you for the $5, Bonky McNoggins. Brick is also a good name. But like Oleg. Oleg is good. Because obviously he's made out of Lego, so Oleg the dwarf. And it does sound like a dwarf name as well. Brick? Okay, I feel like it's a contender between Oleg and Brick at this point, because obviously he's made out of Lego. So let me go back to my display capture. Get that out of here. Yes. I like Oleg. Insanity likes Oleg. That's official then. He's the creator of the Lego dwarf. So of course he's gonna get to have the final say. Oleg it is then. But yeah, Insanity, you did an amazing job with that. I feel like I should uh make a video about like fan art and fan projects and stuff like that. That would be fun. Obviously, after I make a proper new video again, but it would be really fun to make like a video going over like fan art and stuff because there is a lot of it. There's very much a lot of it and a lot of good, amazing fan art that should definitely be seen. So I'm gonna have to figure something out with that. But yeah, let's get back to drawing. Oleg. Oleg the Lego dwarf. You 3D printed the dwarf? No, no, that is not 3D printed actually. It's injection molded. So we're making a dwarf model, that thing, and selling it, and I'm making the packaging for it right now. So after the packaging is done, then we'll probably be able to take pre-orders eventually, right? We'll be able to take pre-orders and then actually sell a dwarf, which is great. And I'm hoping to push out a video at the same time at announcing the pre-orders, as it would probably, be better that way. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited for that. This task is more consuming than. Yeah, the thing is, I'm very bad at doing multiple things at once. Like if I have multiple things on hand to do, I just lock down and can't seem to do any of them. Instead of like just being able to pick one and just doing it and then moving on to the next task, I just shut down and don't know which one to do first. So because I have a video going on, I have something other than that happening, and also the packaging happening, which is three things at once, which is just overloading my senses. I got stuck for like quite a while just staring at a screen, not being able to do anything. Uh, so yeah, let's see, where's the edge? So I do want. Yeah, multitasking sucks. Yeah, no, it's not even multitasking. I'm not doing multiple things at once. I just have multiple tasks happening at once. And I can pick one of them to do, but it's just impossible for me to do that. Yeah. Um, so yeah, hopefully if I can get myself to finish this one finally, I'll be able to push through the video as well. Um, and hopefully the other thing as well. Like one after another, just get it all done with. That's okay. I hope that works the way I want it to. Yeah. Yes, the Monster Garden dwarf made by the best plastic China has to offer. Yes. No, no. Okay, that should work for the box shape. Um, let's see. Uh, yeah, it's starting to look more tiny. What if yeah, do a little bit of that too in a few spots maybe. helps. Okay. Do you plan on making more minis? Depends on how well this one goes. Hey, Rit Finch, welcome to the stream. I'm always in awe of how you render metal. This one's not going as well as normal because it's just hard to do metal on a flat surface. Because this is supposed to be like a flat wall, and if it's a flat surface, there's not much to play off of with metal, so I'm trying to like focus on having the bends be the thing that catch the light, but it's still not looking quite right. Might have to go back to it a little later, but I'm just gonna try to play around with it a little more. Got to a stream. Welcome, Hector. Everyone tells Simon he's a nerd. Fair enough. Could metamorphosis make someone like a Lego minifigure? Probably wouldn't happen, but could it? No, I don't think so. Yeah, actually, what I should do is because this is beyond the fold, I should make it so the highlight goes like way past it. So when it does get folded, there's no like seepage. Okay, like that. So when the corner gets folded, it gets folded past that line, which means it meets up with another corner that's white like that, and then the highlight will just be on the edges. So hopefully that'll work the way I want it to. I mean, I can always send it to them and just be like, "Hey, does this make sense?" And they'll be like, "No, you're an idiot." Um, could mages mess with cannons as in make them stronger? Yeah, yeah, you could. Yeah, they're revolving muskets, revolving flintlocks, stuff like that. Steampunker, revolving flintlocks. That's my favorite. My new favorite. I discovered it while redesigning Jakob. We were designing Jakob in a stream, and they suggested revolving flintlocks for the gun that he uses, and I just fell in love right when I saw them. I was like, damn, those are really good. They look really cool. What? Tell me if we decide to make a limited edition version of these items where we use real metal for the boxes. Crazy. I don't know if that would be possible. I mean, a real metal dwarf. Not even the box, just the dwarf. If the dwarf was made out of metal, that'd be awesome. Think about that. Just a metal statue of a dwarf. Yeah, and then I'll have like a bit of a brighter spot along this too. Okay. Love me some revolving flintlocks. Yes, yes, they are fantastic. Um, Rilo, that's what I've been thinking. Huh? This is probably going to come off as rude, but the dwarf stuff looks very much like the Entrati designs from Warframe, but also the Shaika Fika architecture from Breath of the Wild. Yeah, I haven't really fully figured out the dwarf architecture, so every time I draw it, it changes. But hopefully we'll soon be able to nail it. I mean, that sort of happens with all of my drawings. Nothing really stays consistent. But for the sake of the packaging, this is how I designed it for now. It might be out of dated later, but I can't really like design it so it stays consistent with the packaging forever. So I just have to go with something, and this is what I decided on. But yeah, it's not rude. Don't worry. You're just mentioning what it reminds you of. I don't see how that could be rude. But yeah, there you go. I think that's good. So now what we can do is just take that. So just do red as alpha, this and this, Control G, Control C, Control V. Then we can rotate it. Um, and to make it go into the proper location, what I can do, I think, is I can go to the perfect center of the packaging, like that. Then I can select the whole thing and put the axis that I want to rotate it. Oh, come on. What? Why is it not letting me rotate it? It's what the fuck? It keeps going. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna uh turn off Krita and turn it back on again. It's not letting me rotate things. What the hell? It's with everything right now. I click something and then it unclicks it right afterwards. What is going on? Wonderful. Gotta love technical difficulties. Gotta love them. What is going on? Um, finally caught your stream. Welcome. Um, first time I've got me in the mood to practice some sketching too. Your work is beyond inspiring. Thank you. Prati thing is like gold and black, though your concept of magic repeating patterns is very much like the void and void angels. I guess so. It sort of is. Though the yeah, I do like the void angel I designs from Warframe. I think they're neat. Though like my favorite thing from Warframe is definitely still the Grineer. Just the Grineer, I love the designs of the Grineer. I still do. I took heavy inspiration from them for a world I did like a while ago, just because they're so cool. Like it's such a fine balance between like mechanical and like biomechanical shit. So good. Okay, I got it fixed, I think, so let's head back to Krita. There you go. So I can select the thing, then move the anchor point to the center, hopefully like right on the center. What am I doing? Where am I? Okay, like right on the center. There. Okay, and then I can just do that. There. Then I can Control C, Control V, and I gotta put it at the center again. Wait, no, hold on. Let's not be dumb about it. We can be smart. we can be kind of smart, and we can merge these two and then move them together so I don't have to do it 4 times. So I can do that. Control C, Control V. Move. Oops. Nope. There you go. I wonder what type of sport dwarves have. Competitive blacksmithing, I guess. I mean, probably the same way as in the Norse myths. I mean, they don't have sports. It's just there's competitions, probably. I wouldn't doubt that there's competitions in smithing. You know, like the whole story about like how Mjolnir was forged, and also the boat and the ring. I forgot the names of those. The foldable boat, the pocket boat, and the ring that keeps duplicating itself, and the spear. Like all of those came from like one myth of a competition. Um, Started off by Loki because he cut off fucking Thor's wife's hair. Drinking contest. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Drinking contest. Smoke off. 100%. Drop near. Yeah, drop near. I don't know if you're just making up these names. Skip blood near. I Ritfinch. I've been too polluted by I've been too corrupted by modern media and shorts and reels from YouTube, so I just read that as Skippity. Sadly. So if if that's the actual name, great, but I can only read it as Skippity near. So sorry. I can't improve on goblins. Uh, drops or drop ship, but not. I can't improve on goblins. He said it, not us. Well, yeah, I said it. Accidentally reposted. It was the boat, I believe. Oh, who invited Smokey the dwarf to the smoke off? I mean, if you call a dwarf Smokey, instead of making me think that he like smokes good, it just makes me think of Smokey Nagata, and that it's just a dwarf that makes the fastest golems. Like he fucking just absolutely drips out golems and modifies them to be speed demons. And then he just drifts golems around the Dwarven kingdom or something. Fucking smoking rubber. Damn. Society. Terrible. I'm thinking of Smokey the Bear. Fair enough. Right, I gotta put this layer top of everything. Wait. Let's see. I can just merge these. It's fine. Control E. There you go. It's gonna lower the opacity so I can see the line where it folds. Where the fuck does it fold? Is it the red line? Yeah, it is the red line, isn't it? Shit. That's still on the white. That is not on the red. Oh no, I messed up. What the fuck did I do? Why is it not the same? Hold on. Oh, I did a fucky wucky. Um, Let me process this for a moment. Those sides aren't the same. Right. But oh shit. Ah, hold on. What? How? I hold on. I turned it around the center of the fucking thing. So it's wider than it is long. Oh god. My head hurts. I I didn't continue school because of this. I'm not supposed to be able or I'm not supposed to be thinking about fucking math and shit. This isn't even math. This is just common sense. But I for some reason my brain is shutting off. I can't figure out what the fuck I did wrong. If I move this down, is that still gonna line up? First of all, I need to separate all of those back into their constituent components. But yeah, if I... Nah, because... What? Okay, so what I need to do is I need to take this one and just move it down. Like that. That should literally fix it, I hope. Yeah, okay. Right, okay, my brain's back in its right place, I think. Let me check. Okay, right. And then if those line up, then I'm good. I mean, those should line up, so those should also line up. And then I take this one, which is this one. God, you're blocking my screen. Get out of the way. I'm talking to you guys, by the way. I have my phone propped up on the side of my computer where the toolbar is for the program. So okay, and that should be correct. Hopefully. Okay, cool, cool. Okay, we fixed it. Um, there you go. That should be good now. Now we can draw the bottom. I need to get a better place to put my phone. It's not working on the side of the screen. I keep needing to look over there and move the phone. Yeah, there. Whoops. Should probably just use this. That would be smarter. Here you go. The edges don't have to be perfect. I'm gonna like put cracks and stuff on it to make it look a little more like it's rock, even though it's weirdly smooth for being rock. Um, yeah, Diahawk. I tried to redesign elves. I did not put them in the world. Um, and the redesign is not a success yet either, so I can't say that they're a part of the world yet. There are no male and female dwarves. We'll be discussing that later, hopefully in a video. Um, well, yeah, you can tell me they're great. They still don't fit in the world. I, they're still not part of the world. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, uh, take all the things, these ones, and properly, like, put them down the right height, like that. Where the fuck? There it is. Uh, Gotta love organized layers. Gotta click through all of them to find the right one. Ah, there you go. There it is. There you go. Now they're all in the right spots. Now we gotta color all of them. Yippee! Okay, let me disconnect the phone so I can put it in a better place. Okay, there you go. I want to make it look like they are embossed into a wall, which is going to be interesting. Great. Gotta look for it again. There it is. You understand what I'm looking for when I try to do it. Okay, I'll just put it here. More layers, more mess. Okay. I mean, like, if I can try to... Maybe it's gonna work. I'm just trying things out first. Maybe. Let's keep going with it first. Then we can darken... That interesting? It's gonna look way too flat, I think. But maybe we can do something with like having them look like they're in a wall, but still coloring them, so they got some color to them. Right. Okay. So maybe we can still have color. Yeah, I think that works. That works. Yeah, I think that works. we go. Um, yeah, I think that works. I think these are a little too red though. There you go. That's better. Okay. Then we need dark parts. Okay. Yeah, and then I just add some like pipes in the background, stuff like that. Oh, I think that's good. Like having them look like they're cut out of the wall, I think can work. Just gotta make the edges sharper, I think. Oh shit, I've missed so many messages because I accidentally just the chat wasn't scrolling. Yeah, sorry. I didn't see any of the recent messages because I was like, damn, chat's really fucking dead, isn't it? I was like, I forgot to, it stopped scrolling for me. Whoops. Yeah, there you go. I think that could work. And then you can like sort of introduce like cracks into the wall like this, and then have more highlights like that. I mean, it does work, I think. Just gotta play around with it a little more. I think that has potential though. It's like a fun, weird mix of like them being fully colored, but also being like a flat thing in a wall. Yeah. Chat's trying to find ways to make dwarves into delicious meals. Um, you could probably boil them like lobsters, and that would work because they have like an outer shell, you know? So yeah, I agree with Francino or Franchino. Boiling like a lobster, they'd probably turn a different color, who knows? And then you could just crack their head open like a trash can, use the head as the plate, and then just scoop the innards out and put them on the plate. That's their head. There you go. You happy? They probably have like that good juice that crabs have in the top of their head. You know, if you crack a crab open and it's got that liquid that everybody loves. I know everybody loves it apparently. I don't, but people like it. Yeah. What seasoning would you recommend? I mean, that depends on like what taste we're thinking dwarves have. Okay, I'm fully embracing it now, okay? I've fucking given up. You guys have slowly broken me down into my constituent pieces talking about wanting to eat dwarves and shit. I've given up, okay? I've caved in. Fine. I'm going to talk about eating dwarves. I don't know Franchino, okay. Um I don't know what a dwarf would taste like. They're insectoid more than they are crustacean, so I would guess they would taste something like bugs. Um, if I were to have a guess, it might be starchy, but very irony, not irony the words or the way to say words sarcastically. I mean like metallic because they have a lot of metal in their system. Their outer shell is mostly metal. So I don't think they would be that pleasant, honestly. Yes, you could eat them. They would not be that pleasant. They would be very metallic and but starchy probably. Irony like blood. Yes. Yeah, I guess so. I haven't eaten grasshoppers in quite a while, so I can't say yes to that. I have eaten I can remember grubs though. The little grubs. That's why I said like starchy. It's because those are like they to me they taste starchy. Like a starchiness, yeah, when you bite into them. Yeah, pennies covered in starch. I guess that would be a good description of it. Can you atone for your sins by repeatedly mirroring the image to the dwarf hammer back and forth? Yes, I will atone for my sins. Hold on, let me align it so it's nice and in the middle. There you go. Enjoy them hammering away at the piece of metal. Ting 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 ting. There you go. That's how you forge a sword. Potato starch, rice starch, cornstarch, wheat starch, bug starch. The bug starch. Yeah, content. My God. Dwarves are considered an alcoholic-based. What? Dwarves are considered an alcoholic-based meal, considering how much is in their system on a consistent basis. True. I feel like, yeah, they would have some alcohol content in them at all times, meaning you might get a little taste of. I mean, honestly, if we're thinking about it in that way, then they're well seasoned already. Because the food they eat is crazy seasoned, like it's seasoned to the nines or whatever people say. Um, because they love spices, they don't have many taste buds or like strong taste, so they push every taste like really really hard so they can taste it. Um, which means they're inadvertently seasoning themselves from the inside. Yeah. Hello. Welcome to the stream. First time catching it live. Welcome, welcome. Pre-seasoned. Yeah. Again, they would not be pleasant, but they would be pre-seasoned, even though it would still not taste good. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Okay. There you go. Wouldn't mages taste like tar? Okay, now we're going too far. Don't eat mages. That's people. You're just cannibalizing people. No, they would just taste like people taste. So whoever has participated in cannibal activity in the chat, I mean, I guess you could give your opinion on how you think a mage would taste to the chat. Uh, they would probably taste pretty much like a person, because I don't think when you're eating a person, you're eating the blood inside their veins. Unless you're fucking drinking their blood, then yes, it would taste like tar mixed with blood. Not the tar, the drug. And I don't know what the taste of the tar that builds up in people's veins is yet. I feel like it would be very bitter. So uh, e- eating a person compared to a mage, I feel like a mage would taste worse, just because of that hint of bitterness that you would get. Uh, because there's blood all over your fucking body, obviously. So it would be a hint of bitterness, depending on how many spells they've cast before you kill them or harvest them, I guess. So because tar builds up with the amount of spells you cast. So actually, if you get a mage and and kill them before they've had the chance to like cast many spells, I guess they would pretty much just taste like a normal person. But if you've gotten them like, to the point where they've casted a lot of spells to defend themselves and shit like that, and then you got them, then it would taste worse. So stealth is the key here. Yeah. I've heard it tastes like pigs from an interview with some old cannibal in America. Of course, you have heard it tastes like pig. Yeah, yeah, right, Sanity. Yeah, right, Insanity. Heard. Fucking you cannibal. This is this is getting way too weird. I mean, they've people have been asking about the taste of dwarves, so this is apparently what they want. Eggs can be substituted for eggs because they have the same protein, so baking cakes and stuff with mage blood is probably possible. Um, oh yeah, yeah, I know that you can substitute blood, like eggs with blood, so you can make like like the blood pancakes and shit like that. They just use blood as the binder instead. Um, so yeah, you could definitely make blood cake. I'd go with pancakes more though. Blood cake seems weird. Blood pancakes, that's fine. I'm not giving advice on how to eat them. I'm telling you how they would taste, probably. You can buy imitation human flesh designed to taste the same. Why? It's for academics who need to know that stuff. Why? Who would need to know that stuff? Who would need to know the taste of human flesh? What kind of academics are they studying? It's for academic purposes, Hannibal Lecter said casually. Fucking the next Monster Garden book will be a cookbook. Oh god. I do. Where do I buy this imitation flesh? Yeah, but it's also like, first of all, you need a comparison, right? When you're making the taste of this imitation human flesh, you need to know what human flesh tastes like. So the tasters that have to check for the, accuracy of the product would have to have the original first. Um, and then second of all, again, what kind of academics? I don't understand. What kind of academics need to know the taste of human flesh? Cannibalism is 100% legal. However, the crimes usually associated, like murder or disrupt disrupting the dead, means you have to get consent in writing. Ah, okay. I mean, there was that case of the foot taco, right? Where somebody got their foot amputated and then just kept it in a freezer, and then they got an idea with their buddies, like, "Hey, we should eat my foot," and then they did, and apparently it was pretty good. Yeah, the imitation flesh seems like a watch list item, like something that they just have on there for the sake of catching the people that would buy it. It's not actually a thing. Feet meat. Yeah. No, foot meat. It wasn't feet. It was not multiple feet. It was just one person's foot. According to cannibals, the neck is the tastiest part of the human. I mean, yeah, in pigs, the neck is also really good. So I feel like, yeah, yeah, I can see that. I can see the neck being really good. But like ribs as well. Couldn't you have human ribeye? That'd probably be really good. You could smoke that shit, barbecue, like glaze it, smoke it, or whatever they do with fucking ribs. let's turn the table. What do dwarves eat? I mean, dwarves eat like a lot of stuff. They okay. Obviously, I feel like their diet would consist a lot of bugs, like because they're underground and stuff. The things that they could cultivate would probably be bugs and bug-like creatures, where they get most of their protein from. Um, Stuff like fungi, like they could definitely like grow some mushrooms and stuff. Uh, but when it comes to seasoning and such, they go crazy about seasoning that comes from different regions, because they didn't have seasonings of their own. They can't really grow any of that. So when it comes to trade with dwarves, a lot of things that they do buy off of humans is spices. They love spices of any sort, like just anything they can get their hands on, and they use a fuck ton of it in their cooking. Um, I do canonically have garum in the world, fish sauce, garum. It's how the I forgot if with Greek Greeks called like fish sauce, just fermented fish in salt and just use the juice, like the liquid. Um, so we have garum in the world, which they love as well. I had a script where it was talking about a traveler or a shipment brought to the city of Trade Run and the forge, which is the entrance to the Dwarven Bazaar, and they were bringing shipments of garum to the forge. Well, shipments of garums and other spices. What? I need to know if the stranger ballin'. Please, I don't have much time. What do you mean? What do you mean by if he's ballin'? Explain. I will answer if I know what you mean by ballin'. What do their mouths look like? Um, I I enjoy the idea of never drawing their mouths. You can just speculate. It's fun because they just have permanent beard, and you never know. If I ever get like an animation of them eating with like some people or something, you'll just see the food enter their mustache, like the the region between the mustache and the beard, and just disappear. No eating sound, no nothing. It just sort of slides in and evaporates. Or who knows what happens under there. You know what he means. No, I don't. I don't know what he means. How good at basketball he is. Oh, okay. I would doubt any character in my world would be that good at basketball, knowing that they never played it before. So on a scale of 1 to 10, if the stranger started picking up basketball and was like told the rules and asked to play, I'd say he'd probably be like a 2, close to a 1. I don't think he would do that well right off the bat. He could definitely work up to being decent at it, you know, though he doesn't have the height. Like he's just normal heighted, actually like quite a bit shorter than a few people. I'd say he's like 100 and I don't know, like 170 centimeters maybe. Because I like the idea of the stranger being like not that imposing, just for the sake of having other things seem more imposing from his perspective. So having him be like a little lower than the average, because I think the average is like 197. I don't know if that's the average, but he's like I feel like he'd be like 170 centimeters tall. So even if he wouldn't be able to go into the leagues, he Jakob probably. Oh, Jakob balling though. It doesn't matter if the concept of basketball. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the concept of basketball exists in the world or not. If you explain the rules to Jakob, he's fucking dunking first time round. Doesn't matter. He's hooping. He is he is balling. I fucking hate myself. Um, Until a physical oh yeah. Actually, yeah. Pillarmen and stuff like that, they wouldn't even have to jump, honestly. They'd just pick it up and put it in the fucking basket. So yeah. I haven't thought about existing sports or traditions in the world yet. I know of like a few events, like for example, like praying to the, the pilgrimage to the center of the earth. That's like a whole thing. The parades of getting the pillarmen to walk around the city towards the pillars for them to climb. That's also an event. I don't have names for them, but I know that these events exist. Um, I don't have any sports though. Don't know any sports yet. 183 is 6 foot. Ah, okay, okay. Even with all the curses, Jakob is still shooting hoops. But yeah, let me continue. I'm slacking off here. I'm sorry, you guys. It's your fault. You distracted me. Okay, let's see. I mean, this is what a. Okay, how do I draw the pipes? Do something like this. I think just have them be like flat details. Be interesting. Maybe basketball is the Quidditch of this world. I'm not sure if that would be the case. Okay. Ooh, I got an idea. I can do this and then have like imagery of fire. So like it's a furnace behind them. Hmm, that's not good. Oh, also, just want to mention this because I just got reminded of it. I watched uh I watched a musical. I've never watched a musical before. Well, actually, yes, I have watched a musical before, but like not properly, And I just a few days ago watched Hamilton. It was neat. I liked it. It was neat. Um, I didn't think I would like musicals before, but now that I've watched Hamilton, I'm like, yeah, I like this. This is neat. So that was something. Yeah, it's just the default paintbrushes on Krita. I've adjusted at home. at my like usual setup, I have adjusted some of the brushes, but not to a considerable margin. And now that I'm back at using the base brushes and not have my custom brushes available to me, custom, I literally just changed the sensitivities to fit more with how much I use pressure. But now that I don't have those available to me anymore and I'm using just the base brushes, honestly, I feel like me adjusting them has made them worse. So I like the base brushes more than I do the ones that I adjusted. I feel like when I get home, I'm definitely just gonna use base brushes. Yeah, something like this. And then I can draw like pipes going all over the place. Hades Town is better though. Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say like, oh, this is better than that because I have not watched any more. But I'm gonna try to watch Hades Town next. I've heard good things about that one too. Yeah. And also because I don't have any knowledge of American history. Now, I would like to believe, just for the fun of it, that that's just how Hamilton and fucking Washington and shit like that are in real life. Like that's how they were. They just went around singing and uh debates and stuff like that were just debates that were held in were just rap battles and with uh them shitting on each other and stuff. Uh I would just like to believe that that's how it actually is because it's funny. That is 100% accurate. Wonderful. That is great to know. I was worried that my perception of American history was warped by Hamilton, but I'm glad to know that Hamilton was a 100% accurate depiction of how it happened. Um, so yeah, that's great. That's great. What's this packing for? It's for the thing on the top left, you can see. It's for a dwarf figure. How long are you going to be staying in Denmark? I'm going to be staying till like February. February. What the fuck? The to like the 28th or so of February. Am I am I having trouble saying February? Is that how you say it? That just sounds wrong. I think I'm saying it wrong. But yeah, that month, the second month, to like the 28th, and then I'll be back in Thailand. Uh, and then we'll be continuing our usual scheduling. Yeah, I think that works. Um, Monster, do you ever play with Bionicles as a kid? I get serious baroque aesthetics from the dwarves as it makes me I probably baroque, is it the ball ones? Aesthetics from the dwarves, and it makes me love them more. Yes, I was definitely very much into Bionicles. Sorry to disappoint, but it was not the lore that I was into. Like I wasn't into the lore of Bionicles with like all the stories and the names of each of them and stuff like that. I had no idea. I still don't have any idea of who is what and what happened and stuff like that. I just liked them because they were fucking awesome. So I didn't care what their names were. I don't care what the stories were because I made up my own. Um, but yes, I was very much into Bionicles and Lego Technic as a kid. I wasn't that crazy about normal Lego, but Lego Technic and Bionicles, ah, perfect. I feel like my dad still hates his friend because it all started because of one of my dad's friends. For my birthday, one of my dad's friends gave me a small little Bionicle, right? That was my first contact with any sort of Lego toy, was that one little fucking Bionicle, you know, the tiny ones that have like seven fucking pieces and that's it. That was the first contact I had. And after that, it just got out of hand. It just got so out of hand. Honestly, I have no idea how much my parents spent on Legos, but I love them for it. Um, because I have like a big ass box of it now at home, and sometimes I do go back to still play with it. Um, and make guns. But yeah, back. I mean, with Lego Technic and stuff like that, I was definitely not one of those. I didn't keep sets together for long. I would build them as fast as possible, play with them for a little bit, and then deconstruct them and make something else out of them. And most of the time, that something else that I made out of Lego was guns. I made guns. Um, because I was obsessed with those videos in like the early 2000s where those Lego gun videos where people just made, they used Lego Technic and they just made awesome gun models that actually worked. And there was this one that was like really well edited that was like a crossbow that had a magazine, and it had like all the sound effects when he fucking reloaded and put on the attachments and then shot down some like Lego targets. That was awesome. And then also like, there were a bunch of other ones as well, but that one stood out to me. Or like the Lego minigun as well that used rubber bands. So like the first guns I'd made were like very simplistic with like the rubber bands, it would just use a wheel and like a wheel lock on the side or like something to like hold back the uh not a wheel, sorry, a gear. So something that holds back the gear and then you can like cock it back each step, putting another rubber band on it, and then when you press the trigger it releases them one at a time or all at once. Um those were like the first guns I made. And then after that, I went into like properly making guns that shot bricks. So like actual projectiles. And those were wonderful. Did yours work? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they did work. Though, I never figured out how to properly make a magazine. For some reason, I was very stubborn about looking up tutorials on how other people made magazines work. So I just tried and tried and tried to like figure out how to make a magazine myself. Uh, and to to very little success. I would say I had like a prototype that worked but it jammed a lot. It jammed a lot. And also it wasn't that powerful. It was using the so a lot of the guns that used magazines would have this system where it was just like one of those like half a brick sized little X studs with a rubber band tied through them, and then you'd pull it back and then push it forward. and that would cock the gun. But sadly, you can't really put many rubber bands on that system because it just isn't that, you can't, it's not that strong. So the gun would end up weak. And me, I enjoyed when the guns were really strong. So most of my guns defaulted into like a crossbow configuration. So it would have arms, and you would just load the round from the front of the barrel and just pull back the rubber bands. And I just try to make those stronger and stronger by having like wheels in front so the rubber bands can be longer, or just reinforcing the shit out of everything so you have like more power behind it. You could put more rubber bands on it. But yeah, they got pretty strong towards the end. I still have them. Uh, I because so I still have like the best crossbow that I made at home. It's still in one piece in the box at the top. Uh, and that one was really good. It shot pencils, and it would shoot through like a cardboard box and stuff. Just the front though, not the back. It would shoot through the front and stick in the back, but not through the back. I maybe if I revisit it now, I might be able to like big brain it and make it stronger so it can actually punch through both sides of a cardboard box. But for now, it's just one. And my English teacher in school, actually, we had a show and tell once at school, and my English teacher allowed me to bring the gun to show in front of class. And obviously, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I don't know about anybody else, but um, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed showing off my Lego crossbow in front of the class. That was very fun. Uh, but yeah, I accidentally shot myself in the hand once with a pencil. Luckily, I I I don't think the lead got stuck. I remember it getting stuck, but like I don't see it anywhere on my hands anymore. But it definitely packs a punch. If you put Lego bricks in it, though, you can shoot yourself. Uh, I was gonna say safely, but yeah, you can sort of shoot yourself. It'll hurt, but you won't, fucking die. Um, uh, so yeah, just don't shoot yourself in the face or in the eyes. But when I still had two crossbows, me and my friend, we would hang out at my house and we would just load them with Lego bricks and shoot each other. And it would just be a back and forth of loading it, shooting it, and going, and then the other person loading it and shooting it at you, and you going for no fucking reason. Because boys will be boys. Just you got a gun made out of Lego. What are you gonna do? Shoot your friends with it. So yeah, that was fun. Fun times. I used to play with Lego too, but then I took a brick to the hand. Can you blind someone with it? Oh, I for sure. Like for sure, you could definitely blind someone with the Lego crossbow. And we were definitely testing fate while shooting at each other. Obviously, that was not the most clever idea. Luckily, we did not experience any mishaps to learn our lesson because, well, yeah, so we just shot each other and then that was it. Nothing terrible happened besides, youch! Um, but yeah, we were fine. We were fine. But yeah, I would definitely be blind if I accidentally shot myself in the eye with it, especially if I used a pencil. Uh, but I I I went through that era of my life scot-free. Was last Tuesday, don't let him fool you. Listen, I mean, um, it's still fun to pull them out and shoot a few things sometimes, all right? No, no, I'm self-taught. I did not go to like an art school or anything. Use marshmallows? I mean, the hole is one stud by one stud. So like it was just good for like pencils and Lego bricks. I It would be really hard to design a gun around the size of a marshmallow to shoot like a marshmallow-sized projectile. You'd more likely just have to make pretty much a slingshot sort of thing, where it's just a slingshot, um, arms in the front, and then you pull it back, and then in the back there's like a hook where you can put it behind the trigger, or just not have a trigger and just make a slingshot, I guess. But then just use a normal slingshot, you know? At that point, you could just use a normal slingshot instead of making one out of Lego. But where's the fun in that? I guess you can make one out of Lego. Who am I to stop you? I had to paint something. Welcome back. Yeah, welcome back. But yeah, there you go. There's your little tidbit of Simon lore of for the day. I used to make Lego guns and shoot people with them. Friends, shoot friends with them, not random people. Only people that consented. What else are friends for, right? Yeah, yeah. Did you start learning on an I? No, no. I went with a pencil. I went from pencil to pen to iPad or well, drawing pen. So, I just drew on like uh sketch school notebooks and stuff with a pencil. I never tried. Well, I did try, but I hated it. Any sort of like watercolors. What's the other one? Oil paints and pat. Are they called just pastels? No. The fuck's the other one called? There's another one. But yeah, all any of those I don't like because I was just not good at it and didn't want to bother getting good at it. Any news on the figures availability? Well, hopefully after I get this uh design for the packaging done, it's gonna be not that long until the figure becomes available, honestly, because then we would just have to do a test run of the packaging to see if it works and if the model fits. Well, obviously it will fit because they measured it. But then it would pretty much be ready for production and pre-ordering. So honestly, it's not going to take that long until it becomes available. So keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled. Um, don't feed your kids just so you have enough money to buy. No. Price wise, by the way, a lot of people already asked this. I don't know yet. I don't know about the price yet. I'm gonna try to keep it moderate, obviously. I don't want to be like fucking Scrooge McDuck selling figures for 300 bucks even though they're made from fucking like uh child labor or something. How many calories is the figure gonna be? It's gonna be made out of polystone. I don't know how many calories polystone has. I would recommend not eating it though. That's just, that's just my opinion though. You can take it with a grain of salt, but I'd just say probably not the best idea to eat it. But again, take it with a grain of salt. Up to you. Um, I have a natural talent with paint. Now digital drawing is something to definitely practice more. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, it'd be awesome to like if I was good at painting because like I love looking at paintings. Just there's such great texture you can get out of paints. That I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll get into painting later. but definitely not anytime soon. I Heogranus. Child labor, my favorite. Yeah, me too. It's cool and free program. What? It's a cool and free program. I use it myself, and I heard that it's very similar to Photoshop. Are you talking about Krita? I use Krita. Oh, Cam, thank you for the $4. Appreciate it. Uh, thank you, thank you. So it's edible with some salt? No, that's not what I mean. I'm gonna turn my dwarf into a salt shaker. I don't know if you can do that. I mean, yeah, I guess so. You could bore holes in the bottom of it, but then you can't really close it. Oh, well, no, actually, I'm stupid. Just bore holes in the head and just fucking stand it upright. Have you played the hit game Noida? No, I have not. Uh, can the child laborers eat the figure? No, they're not allowed to. They eat the plastic shavings that come off of the figure when you cut away the excess plastic from the molding process. They're allowed to eat that. But not the figure itself. That is too valuable compared to the kids. Um, Taito the Taito the Toe Taker, thank you for the $10. Incredible name, by the way. Please don't take my toes, but thank you for the $10. Finally learned how to sketch, so I came. So I can. Kind of fucking. Oh my god. So I finally learned how to sketch, so I can make a character idea in a couple hours rather than a couple weeks of modeling. Wonderful. That's wonderful to hear. Paito, the toe taker. I'm losing it. Uh, love your stuff. Thanks for making cool things. Thank you. Appreciate it. Um, Rose is single large. What? Bore a single large hole in the. No, no. When are we gonna play Lethal Company, Simon? I don't know, man. I haven't played Lethal Company in a while, even though like all of my friends are like, "Oh yeah, we should play Lethal Company." Proceed to play Dark and Darker yet again because we have fucking Stockholm syndrome and that game has not beaten our ass enough, you know? We get beaten and punched like I can't say that. We get beaten and punched and then thrown out and we lick our wounds, like furries. And then we crawl back into the home, ready to get beaten by our husbands again. No, I said it anyway. Fuck. Like, like. But yeah, that game is horrible, but I love it. Could I get a rough estimate of the figure's price? Hopefully, it's gonna be like $50. I'm hoping, but don't take my word for it, please, because I still don't know the manufacturing cost and stuff like that, and still need to talk to them about it. But I hope it's going to be about around that price. Not sure if obviously shipping cost would depend on where you are. What class do you play in D&D? I don't know if you mean Dark and Darker or D&D, like Dungeons and Dragons. In Dark and Darker, I play cleric. I'm the best at cleric, probably. I want to rip my friends' heads off any time they wiggle to the left and right when I try to heal them, though. But reluctantly, I still play cleric just because I feel like it's the best class for me. Um, I said 50, 50. Yeah, not 15, 50. Uh, but again, don't take my word on it. I would rather prefer if you just or I shouldn't have said it honestly. I should have just waited to say, yeah, I'm gonna figure out the price. Okay. So yeah, just scratch the 50 because I don't know how much it's gonna cost. We'll try to figure it out. I'll when before the pre-orders come, I mean, when pre-orders come, you'll be able to just click in the pre-order and see how much it costs, I guess. Um, then we lick our wounds like furries. Yes, I'm gonna keep my dwarf in a safe and dust-free container so it's preserved, like a jar. Oh boy. Asking for a friend, does a dwarf fit in a jar? The dwarf dimensions is the dwarf is 10 centimeters tall, so I don't know how wide that makes it. I forgot. Cameron By, the guy who modeled it, did give me the measurements. I just don't remember them. In a large enough jar, of course, it would fit. No doubt, it would fit in a jar. Um, I hate when they weave your healing spells and then go, "Where's my heals?" Like I, it's confusing because sometimes they don't do it intentionally. Obviously, it's their muscle memory of like fucking tweaking to the left and right. Because like, listen, okay, this happens so often, it's infuriating. We're in a hallway, right? There's an L turn in the hallway. On the end of the hallway, there's the other team shooting at us, right? There's like an archer or a wizard shooting at us. And the fighter, Bank, I'm going to call him out by name, fucking Bank, is behind the L turn. So he is not in the line of fire of the wizard or the ranger, right? Again, he's not in the line of fire, which means there is no point in dodging because there is nothing to dodge. But what the fuck does he do? He wiggles to the left and right like a fucking crab doing a little dance behind a safe wall. Because why not? So I miss my heals. Oh, every time I'm like, why the fuck are you dancing? Literally, you are not in danger. You're fine. Stop moving. But he keeps doing it. So yeah, that happens way too often. When it does work, it works wonderfully though, because sometimes everything goes perfectly as it should. He walks in a straight line like a normal person, and I can heal him from behind like I should be able to, and we it goes well, right? But most of the time, that's not how it happens. Simon just moaned. Moaned? Did I? Sorry about that. I did not mean to moan if I just did. I don't think I did, but whoops. It's my frustration congealing into a moan. Uh, GZ on 250,000 subs, Mr. Monster. Oh yeah, right. Thank you. Right. We did hit 250,000 subs, even though I have not put out a video in like almost a month now. Sorry. Yeah, I need to get this done, and then we'll get to the video. I'm working on it, all right. But yeah, we did get to 250,000. Hooray! Hello, Mr. Garfield. Sounds like trying to administrate treatment to a junkie in real life. Yeah, I guess so. I don't have any experience in doing that, but if that is a comparison you find resembles my experience with Bank, then yeah, sure. That's what it is. But yeah, I can't wait to play with them again and fucking scream at them again when they don't stop moving. Um, but Garfield has infected every single part of my waking lives. Lives? You a cat or something? What are we finishing the packaging on? The book? No, no, this is not for the book. This is for the dwarf miniature. Um, so yeah, we're working on the packaging of the dwarf miniature, um, which I'm very much enjoying. I'm happy with how it's coming along. Was, yes. Did the dwarfs like hot pot? Well, I feel like they'd love hot pot. I haven't even considered that yet. Because they're like very communal when it comes to their eating. Hot pot would be fucking great. They'd love hot pot. I'm putting that in. They totally love hot pot. Yes. They would definitely love hot pot. I love hot pot. Why would they not love hot pot? Yeah. Talking about hot pot, actually, that reminds me, I'm fucking hungry, and I should probably make something to eat very soon, which might mean we have a very big BRB in the stream while I make food, because obviously that's gonna take like quite a while. Uh, Not because I'm gonna make like a giant meal. It's just I am very slow at cooking. By the way, that is not a downside. I enjoy cooking slow. I like taking my time and not stressing the fuck out every time I cook. I just like, taking it slow. Hot pot party. Yep. Oh, God. I can't wait to go back to Thailand so I can just fucking eat hot pot. Or like Nha, which is just it's the grill equivalent of hot pot. You just put it on a grill instead of on in a soup pot. So, yeah. I should have eaten. Thing is, before I left Thailand, I didn't eat any hot pot like anytime soon before leaving, so I did not like replenish my fix, which is bad because there's a limited amount of time that I can go without hot pot before fucking combusting. Uh, Same with the cooking, yeah, which is obviously it's an issue when I cook with Jazz, um, because she cooks very quickly, or well, she wants to cook very quickly. So, it is a conflict of interest, and makes it so that we don't cook well together. Well, it's a one-way thing, I guess. I love cooking with her. She absolutely hates cooking with me. Does he have his theme music playing during BRB? Huh? What do you mean? Do I have my theme music? I have theme music? I'm not sure if I have theme music. Um, I can play some music when I'm gone, I guess, if you want. What is the name of these two dwarves? I don't know actually. Didn't think about a name for them. Yeah, I don't know. Um, they're the Hammer Bros. Yep, there you go. That's their name. Hammer Bros. They're always called together, not separately. So both of them are called Hammer Bros. I hope that no giant suicidal flies decide to make direct eye contact with you, not caring about your fork, then making a backflip into your food and swimming around for a bit. Oh my god. Yeah, I hope not. Still one of the most infuriating things that has ever happened to me. That fly, my nemesis, literally deciding to die just to ruin my food. Slime and grime, door and knob, bug and lug, Dagumi and Gadid. These are some interesting names you guys are choosing. Okay, there you go. And last thing is I'm gonna have to, yeah, gonna have to shade that. There you go. That's pretty much the first side done. Goodness. Now we just need three more. How long did that take? It's been 2 hours. Oh boy. Hank and Frank. Borbrus and Boribus. Bog and Bog. Buck. Very excited to see the rest. Looks great so far. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to see the rest too. Think it's all right. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I think that's good. I like the stone crack stuff out around it. It looks weird because the guys are colored and the stone isn't, but I think it's fine. If I don't color them, it's gonna look way too plain. So I think having this weird middle ground is fine. Oh, Moongoon, I literally just answered your question accidentally. There you go. That's why they're colored. I don't know how much it's gonna be yet. But yeah, I think that's my cue to go eat. And I think a better idea rather than giving like the longest BRB ever of me cooking food and eating it and then coming back. I'd rather end the stream and then start it back up again when I'm back, so it's not just dead air in a stream while you guys are sitting around. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream for now, right? I'm gonna come back after I'm done cooking. I don't know how long that's gonna take. At most 2 hours. Eating as well. I just want to chill. Okay, 2 hours at most. Then I'll be back, and then